If you guys need FIFA 18 Ultimate Team coins, go and check out x3game.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right guys, it's CapGun Tom here and welcome to episode number 25 of Milan, Manchester, Madrid. Now I am absolutely hyped. You've probably already seen the title of this stream. You know what's coming. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. But before we get to that, we've got to go through some of the stuff that has happened between this and the last episode, and obviously what's going to happen towards the end of this video. Now you can see that we have got our FUT Champs games to play. We got 13 and 7 in the first 20 games, which was like my best start ever. I was very optimistic that we would do really well in FUT Champions this week, and you're going to see something that you might laugh about. I mean, I'm looking back at it now, laughing about it, but at the time, oh my lord, I won't ruin it. Anyway, you can see here we sold a whole load of stuff in our trade pile, loads of silver players, a couple of informs that we had in our club. Of course, we made that insane signing in the last episode, which was the Aguero. We also signed Marcelo too. If you missed those, go back and watch it. We're on 418,000 coins at the moment, so not too bad after making such a big signing. Anyway, you can see we're going into FUT Champs. We come up against this 4-4-2, sort of like, well, it's basically a BPL team with Mbappe one to watch stuck up front, and I thought, you know what, this is the sort of team that you should be able to get a result against, Tom. So here you go, we are going in. Let's try and make it 14 and 7, which would be a great record for us to start this off, and we do actually make it 14 and 7 because we just go absolutely ham against this guy. We go 3-0 up in 65 minutes. He decides that he's had enough. He's going to get out of it. He's going to, you know, chuck in the towel. And we do get that rage quit. So that takes us to 14 and 7. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm not going to show you all of the FUT Champs games because I don't think there's any need. And I didn't want to take away from sort of what is the whole purpose of this video and why it's so unbelievably special. I am super hyped to show you at the end. So let's get through this as quick as possible. And the next game is against a 4-3-2-1 Serie A squad with Cuadrado. It's got Nani, it's got Pjanic, it's got Khedira. It's a pretty solid team, especially those two centre-backs. I don't really rate Donnarumma, although a lot of people do actually say he's unbelievable. I've used him already this year and I didn't think he was great, so I'd definitely stick with my inform Handanovic over him. Anyway, you can see here that we're 1-0 down. We managed to pull it back to 1-1, pretty much equal or pretty much instantly. Pogba there getting the goal, and how Martial scores that, I will never know. What a bullet header that is from the penalty spot. How his defender doesn't challenge me either, I don't know. But then again, look, he does the same to me with Lucas. Like, my defender just doesn't make the challenge, and we're not looking good because we're in extra time. Lucas, he brings him on as a sub, and he just wouldn't stop scoring. It's 3-2 to him. Thankfully, Rashford pops one in to make it 3-3, and then look at this. Almost instantly, after drawing it, tying it up, Rashford away again, and through his legs with that driven shot, which I've been using so much recently, and we do go for 3. That is going to be the end of the scoring for this game, so we do end up getting the result and going 15 and 7. I was like literally ecstatic at this point. I was like, I'm playing so well. I just feel really good. Nothing's going wrong. The only problem was that I had to play all 20 games on that day, so I had to play all 20 on Saturday. So I played the first 20 on Friday. I had to bury my dad's ashes, unfortunately, on Sunday, and that's why I couldn't play on Sunday. You know, this is what I really don't actually agree with the weekend league in a lot of ways. I just don't think it's enough time to play 40 games. I mean, if you want to be competitive and you want to play all the games, you have to put a lot of things aside. Obviously, I was never going to put that personal thing aside. Ever, not in a million years, not even suggesting that, but you do, people do end up making a lot of choices where they end up maybe not going and seeing friends, etc. Instead, they stay in and play weekend league, which I'm not sure if it's 100% correct. I would love to see maybe the extended to just a Monday, so it's Friday to Monday. I think that would be great for the game. That means that people would be able to have like a full weekend potentially, or maybe at least one day a weekend. But if you want to space the games, you haven't really got the choice. You haven't really got the choice if you want to space out the games. You have to be in every day to play all the games. So it's a little bit unfortunate. You can see there that we won that game. And we're very, very, very happy about that because now we're up to 16 and 7. Definitely my best start ever in FUT Champions this year. Last year I did do better, but for this year at least I was very, very happy with how I was doing. And we go into another game. You can see here Mkhitaryan's through. He drives that one into the bottom left hand corner, and it does look pretty good for us here. We just keep, or we can't seem to lose. Everything seems to be dropping in our favour. And you're probably wondering, Tom, what could possibly go wrong? You're playing great. What could possibly go wrong? Well, You're going to see in just a second. You are literally about to see in just a second. Anyway, we're up to 17-7, still all-time best at this point. So loving life, absolutely loving life. It was in the stream, you know, I was streaming the whole thing. If you're not already following my Twitch channel, the link to that will be down in the description. Go follow that. It's twitch.tv/CapgunTom. And yeah, I was just loving life. I was like, even when I was going behind, I wasn't too triggered. I wasn't tilted in any way. You know, I was keeping a level head. And I was just coming back and everything. You can see there we go 1-0 down, but we come back. 1-1 through Martial there. And then even though we go down again through Radja Nainggolan's shot here, Matic just lapsing there, just not concentrating to get on Radja Nainggolan and get that tackle in. I still just kept on plugging away. And you can see here that we ended up scoring with Pogba to equalise. And yeah, we're just on a bit of a win streak really, because we end up going 18-8. As you can see here, we're going through with Rashford. Lovely work from him. Lovely little dribble and a good finish as well. So I'm not going to show you all the losses. What I will show you, however, is I will show you the result of, I think it was my... So I lost... So after this, I went on a 3-loss streak, and they were losses that I really should not have lost. So I was pretty devastated that I lost them. I will show you a clip from the live stream for just a second of where my mental state was after losing 3 games. I honestly, I think I lost the plot. Anyway, here, have a look at this.
Thanks very much for your time today, and we'll see you again very soon. It's been a privilege to
Alright,
be here.
we're good. I know I said I was good because I was pounding out all my frustration, but I clearly wasn't, because as you can see, I end up going 22-0. So from 18-8 with, what is that, 14 games left to play? I end up going 22-0, so I win 4 of my last 14 games, and that is what I was getting at when I was saying, you know, I wish there was more time in the weekend league, because if I had more time that weekend, after I'd lost maybe the first game, the second game, the third game, whatever it was, after that moment, I could have taken a break, I could have come back, and I could have maybe, you know, been in a better mental state, but because I had to play all the games, because I just didn't have the time, yeah, I just completely capitulated, and that is the end result, going 4-14 in the last 14 games. Absolutely diabolical, and I've gone away and I've really thought about how I want to approach FUT Champions in the future. Really thought about sort of like my mental state and what I want to do with it, and I think I've come up with a solution, and hopefully you're going to see it in next week. Anyway, let's plow on with the rest of this episode and forget about that awful end to FUT Champions. We do end Gold 2 though, so not the end of the world. It's our joint worst though. Alright, okay, so forgetting about FUT Champs, here we go. We are on to a new day. It is the Monday, and yeah, this is where things are going to start getting nuts. So I was just streaming, as I always do, just doing some trading, you know, opening our sort of like our reward packs for having the Ronaldo edition of the game, and, you know, doing some FUT Champs, stuff like that, and this is when it's all going to start popping off. This is when I knew today was going to be pretty good. So first thing we did was we went on and we opened our reward packs, as I said, for having the Ronaldo edition of the game. And you can see in our Loan Team of the Week pack, we actually get someone that we're going to need to buy down in the future. Good chance, like a try before you buy kind of thing here with this. I'm not going to say his name because I can't. So yeah, that right back that's Croatian from Atletico Madrid. Maybe he'll be better than Carvajal. We'll have to go and find out. Anyway, we go open a 15k pack, and this is when I knew the day was going to get good, because we get a boards player. We've had nothing in any of our rewards packs, like the 15k packs, at all so far since we got the game, and then we go and pack none other than Alexandro. I was like, hell to the yeah. Hell to the freaking yeah, because this card is worth a huge amount of coins. You can see that he's 86 rated, he is a walkout, his stats are unbelievable, he plays for Juventus, he's got all the things that you want your left back to have, and a lot of pros are using him as their primary left back in game because they're saying that he is the best. Like, they are saying he is the best option at left back in the entire game. You know, they've got a full legend team, and then they have Alexandro banged in the left back. So, very good card, a lot of people using him, and he goes for over 90,000. Well, he goes for around about the 90,000 mark. In fact, I think he goes... we'll have a look in just a second, because I will be listing this card up. Absolutely unbelievable start to the episode. That is the best player that we have packed by a country mile. Like, the best other player that we've had in a pack was in one of our 100k packs. We got... or was it a 35k pack? We got Matuidi, who at the time went for about 60,000 coins. So we've just jumped from 60,000 coins as our best player to about 90,000 coins. I mean, I was over the moon. I would have been happy if the day had ended there. But there is more to come. We get a perfect link in our second pack, but not much else. You can see we're going to be listing up Sandro. I think it's 97.5k. so just short of 100,000. That's going to take us over the 500,000 coin marks in total. We got a Borja Valero as well in the pack with that Alexandro, and I thought, you know what, when your luck's in, let's go try some FUT draft. So here we go, we're going in, we're getting this 4-3-2-1, a formation I'm very familiar with, as you will know. We go and pick ourselves Suarez as our captain, and he's just unbelievable. I thought, you know what, we might get Messi at right wing or right forward, so I thought, let's take Suarez and then try and get Messi for the right wing. That'll give us full chem. We don't get Messi in this selection, but we do eventually get him down the line. We have De La Feu anyway at left wing, who's giving Suarez full chemistry. The only problem with this draft was the fact that we really did not get lucky with goalkeepers. Like, our two goalkeepers are a non-rare Spanish goalkeeper, two non-rare Spanish goalkeepers, 79 rated being the best, Roberto, I believe his name is. So not the best in terms of the goalkeeper, but you can see here we soldier on. We get Sergio Ramos as one of the players. We get Isco. We've got Inform Thiago as our centre mid. We've also got another icon. As well as Overmars, we get ourselves Hadji as well, or Hagi, however you want to pronounce it. So a really, really, really solid draft. I was very happy with it, except the goalkeeper. That's what was the real, I guess, defining factor, as you'll see later on in this draft. Now, the team is still very strong, so we end up getting a 186. As you can see, we get the manager here, and that does give us the 186, so very, very happy about that. But what you're about to see is it's quite a little bit unfortunate, but anyway, before we get into what was unfortunate, let's have a look. You can see here that I got a screen grab of us getting into the final. We won 4-3, 5-2 and 6-2, so we pretty much breezed it there. The first game, although it was 4-3, the guy never really challenged me. I mean, I conceded 3 times, but it was sort of like those goals that you're just like, how did that go in? How did that go in? And he just didn't really create anything other than the 3 goals he scored. Anyway, here is the final. Our opponent is using a 4-3-2-1 as well. Very nice La Liga team. And he does have Bailey as one of his centre-backs, with Begovic in goal and Williams as the other centre-backs. And you can see here that Hadji starts off the scoring. Lovely little cut inside. Great pass from Suarez, who was, I have to say, Suarez is a fantastic player. I'm very upset that he's not in the Real Madrid team or any other team, because he would be a great addition to the squad. He is just fantastic. Even though he only has 82 pace, which isn't the fastest, he is a god. Now you can see there we concede, unfortunately, a horrible goal, and that was the end of the game really when he scored that. It was a very tight game, not your usual FUT draft game, which is usually a lot more or a lot higher scoring. I should have shown the replay really, but you will see if you had seen the replay and you were in the stream that the ball is literally half an inch from his hand and he's not even full stretch. Like, he should have just palmed that one away, but because he was low rated, it actually cost me the chance of winning that FUT draft. I mean, I'm not fully not to blame, but I was a little bit disappointed by that goalkeeping error. You saw there that we did get a Hunter card in one of the packs though, which is about 4 or 5k, so that was a little bit of our FUT draft entry back. These are the prizes obviously for winning the semi-finals but not for winning the final. We get Lenga in our second pack, but we managed to claw it all back, as in the 25k pack that we're given, we get an inform player. I was like, could this be an amazing inform? Turns out that it's only Olsen, the goalkeeper from Copenhagen. But at the moment, all informs are selling for 12k and over because of the new player of the month Sané card that has come out. And because you need so many informs for it, all the informs prices have gone up. And I saw a little bit of, or a little nugget of hope there, because I thought, you know what, if they're getting, or they're in high demand, that means that we can go away and make some coins. As you can see, I'm showing you here, search for informs. Every inform, and there's none for under like 11,750. Some of those ones you were seeing have already been bought, and you can see that I'm trying to snipe them here for 10,500 and under, and knowing that I'll be able to sell them on for 11.75k. A couple people in the stream were like, what's the point? You're only going to make maybe 1,000 coins after tax on some of these cards. But what I was looking for was, one of the big players that gets wrong listed or wrongly listed, or maybe they're listed for minimum as a list card by a YouTuber or whatever it is. I was looking for that, and eventually we do find one, and it is this Borak. Now, you saw I accidentally listed the last card for too cheap. I was supposed to list that card for 11,750, ended up listing it for 10,750, but we do get this informed Borak, and he is going for 14,500. So after tax, we are looking at about 4,000 coins profit. You can see some of the snipes that I got here. There was a whole load of informs that I managed to pick up and sell on for a little bit more, and here's some more. I got this Girth, again, 10,000 coins, selling on for 12,500, and we've also got Borak Budimir in there, still to sell. And we also have this Inform Hilton, which I thought, you know what, it's time to cash in on him. He was 11,000 when I packed him in a FUT Champions reward pack. And now he's going for 33k because he's so high rated. And yeah, glad that I hung on to him, because that's an extra 20k or 22k that we've made there just by holding on to that card. Anyway, you know what, I was a little bit disappointed with my performance in the last FUT draft, and I'd just been market banned, so I thought, you know what, let's go play another FUT draft. Let's see if we can do a little bit better, because I after my horrible FUT Champions performance, I've really sat down and had a word with myself, which I know sounds crazy, but I genuinely have, to try and stop myself getting so emotionally involved in the game and just try and play it a lot more mechanical, because if I play more mechanical and less emotional, then I'll probably end up winning more of my games. So I thought, I play well in the first half, or the first FUT draft, continue to play. If you're playing well, continue to play. If you're playing badly, just stop. Or, you know, don't let the last game get on you. So we've got Inform Mertens, we've got Insigne, and you can see here I'm building up the draft. We pick up a Neymar there, we pick up a Calais-Hon as well if we need him at right wing. That way we'll have the Napoli trio up front, although Calais-Hon isn't that good, I can tell you that after using him. And it was a little bit of a messy draft, I'm not going to lie. This was a horrible, horrible draft. I was trying to work out how to make this work. I take Dani Alves here because I have Neymar, and I was like, well, we could play Neymar right wing and then Dani Alves right back for that perfect link. We get 90 rated Hullet, which was a real saving grace, because that sort of stitched my midfield together, I guess, because otherwise it would have been absolutely diabolical by the end. Thanks to him, he sort of saved us, because yeah, I didn't really get the players that I actually needed, and yeah, it ends up becoming, like, especially at the defence, I ended up getting like players that I didn't really want, didn't really need, and yeah, it just wasn't that pretty a draft. I managed to end up, I think, getting it to about 98 chemistry after shuffling a whole load of players around. Neymar was playing left wing, Insigne wasn't in the pitch, we had Calais-Hon at right wing, and then yeah, and then we ended up having, I think, the Farman card in goal, and then Sule giving him a strong link. I think that's how it ended up being. You know, I get Barzagli here, which again was like half decent card, especially since we have Lichtsteiner as well. But it's not the best. It's not the best team, that's for sure. But still strong enough, especially with that like Hullet in midfield. You're thinking, you can definitely go far with this. And to be fair, I did pretty well. We ended up getting all the way to the final again. We'll show you all the results in just a second, but you can see here that we do end up getting the 185. So not the most impressive in terms of like rating, but still a nice draft. Just a little bit lacking on the chemistry and the defence, which I was thinking from the last draft. I was, you know what? At least I haven't got a 79 rated goalkeeper. That's the real thing I'm looking at here. So we're going to dive into it. You can see here we get to the final. We go 4-1, 2-0 and 3-1. We weren't really challenged the whole way to the final. Maybe that semi-final was a little bit of a challenge, but we sort of just held strong, mental fortitude and everything, and we made our way into the final quite comfortably. So here we go, the final. And this guy is using a 4-3-2-1. He is a French player, as you can see, a quick draft, which I usually try and avoid, but I couldn't find any opponents in the final of the FUT draft, which was really, really frustrating. So I ended up having to play someone from abroad. Obviously, I don't want to do that because of the connection, the lag, and all of those sorts of things. But the connection wasn't too bad. I'm not going to use that as an excuse at all. But you can see here that we scored quite a nice goal here. Mertens, what an absolutely beautiful bit of play from him there. Lovely back heel, gets the ball into feet, puts it out in front of him, and he slides that one home to make it 1-0. But we concede. Isco, look at this. I was like, Isco left foot? Really? Really? You're going to do that to me, game? Don't do that to me. But, you know, I kept on plugging away, and we create a great chance here. Look at this. You put your house on Mertens to put that away, but it slides past the post. Seconds later, this is one of the things I hate about FIFA, is the sort of like the momentum shift, I guess you'd call it. Look at this free kick, by the way. Sule, the one who needs to jump, doesn't. All the others do. And then look at that. It hits both of Farman's hands on the way into the net. How does that end up in the back of the net? And then seconds later, Messi through again and scores. And this guy was no pushover. I did manage to get a goal back. Look at this, Hullet slides in Willian, who does put that one away. Butland there being a bit criminal and letting that one into the back of the net despite getting a hand to it. But he killed off the game at that point. Literally, he killed off the game. So, this is the bit you've been waiting for, guys. We lose in the final of the draft. We get semi-final rewards. Let's go and join the live stream action. I have to apologise for the syncing. It's a little bit out because of it's just the way the audio works when you rip a stream. So the audio is just a little bit out, but enjoy this. This is absolutely mental. Gold players pack and a premium gold players pack. Wow, such a bad set of rewards. well, next time we've got to get to the final and win it. Well, we've got to win the final, haven't we? Odds? Oh, hello, okay. Come on then. Make this dangerous. Portugal, left wing. Left wing. Go on, Ronaldo! This isn't real life, boys. This is not real life. This is not real life. No fucking way. No. As if I lose the final and I get Ronaldo in a pack. What's my controller doing? Don't you dare do anything, controller. I chucked it on the floor. Are you? How much we said? 1.8 million coins. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh, and they said it wasn't possible. They said it was not possible. They said it was not possible, boys. They said this series was not possible. And I've just got to back the most expensive player for the whole flipping series. That is unbelievable. I haven't packed Ronaldo in over a year and a half. I haven't packed him in over a year and a half. It's in a one rare player pack. It has one rare player in it. One rare player in this 25 or whatever this pack is. That is unfreaking believable. Boom, bought again. Give me another Ronaldo. Why not? Give me another Ronaldo. Oh, Messi now. No, I'm joking. Alright, we got... Imagine getting Messi in the next pack. Imagine that. Oh my god, the series has just got lit the hell up. Right, so there you go, guys. You've seen the moment, you've seen the reaction, and there is the point where we get to put that beautiful first owner Ronaldo into our squad, into the Madrid team. He takes up that left wing spot. I could not be any more stoked right now. It's just legit crazy. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you smash a thumbs up. Tell all your mates, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your sister, your brother. Everyone, just tell them all. Let's let the world know that I've just managed to pack Ronaldo, the most expensive player that I needed in my series, on the account that I needed him on. Absolutely amazing. Subscribe if you've enjoyed that. And yeah, just smash a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely amazing. Let me know your best pack down in the description, guys. All that's left to do is to put that beautiful Ronaldo on the checklist. Let's just give him that check mark right now. And let's just finish the video. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace!